Hello, I'm Burble Mantequilla and this is Rogue and we're going to play Animal Crossing with you. Well, Rogue can't play Animal Crossing because she has teeny tiny little paws and she can't reach the buttons. But Rogue fully supports everything I'm going to do in Animal Crossing today. You support me, don't you, Roggy? She does, I promise. She lets me know. Good girl, aren't you? You're a good girl for me. You're so warm and cozy. You're so warm and snuggly. Am I going to have to start giving you cool packs? Are you starting to get a bit too warm? Yeah? The weather's changing. It's getting nicer. But this little madam can't take off her fur coat, so I have to make sure when it gets a bit too uncomfortable, she has an ice pack that she can lay on. Yeah. Rogue says, yeah, you take care of me, please. Take care of me. Good girl. I'm going to put her back. Okay, darling. Okay. Good girl. Oh, there you are. Good girl. Tell Gus what happened to you. Tell Gus. Say, she picked me up and put me on camera and mocked me for not being able to do the controllers because my paws are too little. Gus says, well, you know what she did to me the other night. Gus had to have a ball cleaning. It's a stinky thing, but it prevents problems down the line. But it's a stinky thing. Boys. Seriously. Boys. Boys are high maintenance. Anyway. I'm going to jump in. I'm not sure if I'm going to, because I cleaned out my upstairs room in my house because that was the bedroom, built bedroom in the basement. I have an idea to maybe do a loft with my upstairs. Do you know what I might do? I might see if there's a VIP. Like if there's someone who wants to go to the hotel, make them a VIP room and have that be a little plan. Have that be a plan designed for my own bedroom. Let's do that. Let that be our quest for the day. Do 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 do. Sahara's here. My brother gave me some London Pride. Yes, it is. It is just gone lunchtime, but I have tomorrow off. It looks really dull out through your window. I think we've got another rainy day. Which is all the more reason to do an inside design. Oh no, she was deceiving me. I've just realised. I, for no reason whatsoever, have drenched myself in Dodo Airlines merch today. I have the Dodo slippers, the Dodo t-shirt, the Dodo cap, I have aviators on, and I have the Dodo backpack. I'm not going to say drip because I can't pull that off. I'm Gen X and I'm white. But, yeah. Molly! I know you like books. I did a library vacation home for you. But thank you for telling me you like books again. Yeah, let me just have a look. Let me jump back in. So I emptied this space out. The walls and floor are still there, but the space is, what is the space, do we think? Do we think it's full width? I'm not sure about the dimensions in here. It's this, but wider, isn't it? Let me quickly Google. Dimensions of the upstairs room in ACNH. 10 by 6. Okay. So it's a 10 by 6. Oh, I had another green mum spawn. That was nice. Let me go and look at what is probably going to be another red Cosmo. Hello, you. Hey, Robert. Oh, nothing. Nothing spawned at all. I'm having such a hard time with this. Oh, you know, we checked. I think it was the 11th. It said was Minoru. No, was Cherry's birthday on our notice board. Minoru's birthday is the day after Cherry's birthday, so we've got 2 back-to-back birthdays. But I've never. Obviously, Minoru is brand new. Oh look at her reading a book and looking at this special ornamental thing I've done. Oh, you didn't have to get up to do that. Have to get up to do that. It's fine. You could have changed position. I wouldn't have judged you. You'd have just shuffled your bum around. I changed this to this colour because it was a blue, just like the one at the back. Look how slowly, now that my island's filling up again, look how slowly everything loads in. And I changed this to black because the yellow that this was really didn't stand out enough against the sand and the background. It was all lost, so I made it black so there's a big contrast. I'm just having a general run around. I'm not seeing anyone. Oh, hello, so hi. I'm not seeing anyone saying I want to stay here. I didn't get a room, can you help me? Yeah, seeing as I'm here, let's look. Okay, so the 11th is Cherry's birthday. The 12th is Minoru's birthday. So we got 2 back-to-back birthdays. Hello! Scoop! You're actually a stranger? No! You live on Pepper! This place really got its hooks into me. I don't know if the island air or what, but I keep coming back. It looks a bit funny you having the flower crown on top of your swimming hat, but hello! And are you one of mine? It's Mitzi! Look at them all having a reunion on my island. Hello, huge bee! My trip won't be very long, but I'm sure it'll be good. Mew! Okay. Why are you thinking? Living on the island ain't bad. No. I just made you a cheese shop, Camo Frog. No, you do not go. Don't go! Don't leave! Don't leave! Okay. What you got? Lamppost and a tubular bookshelf. Yar, I'll help. The OP room. Oh, I can upgrade somebody. Oh, look, there's a pink frog. Puddles, Rodney, Scoot, Mitzi, Avery, Canberra. Oh, she's still here. She's still here. That's good. We'll upgrade you. What you thinking as for theme of the room? I'll choose a theme. Okay, so we're going to design my new bedroom. Didn't I say... I meant no theme. Okay, well, we don't have to bother with that. I'm doing a terrace. So is there anything that's going to match like a rooftop terrace or a rooftop garden? You're not giving me any options for a simple rooms there. A rooftop garden? Yeah, I don't want jungle. Cafe terrace. And just don't do the cafe. Here we go. And don't worry about the fact that I'm dressed like a pilot. You don't need to concern yourself with that. So this is not what I thought that would have meant. Okay. So what did I just say? 10 by 6. So it's maximum width, but only that deep. This is the bedroom. This is what my bedroom's going to be. Do I want to exploit that I'm right on the coast? I am going to have, obviously, a sea view. The way I'm doing it. We'll do that. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the white light on. This is the dimensions that we're working with. And... we're definitely looking at a sea view. Do I want ocean horizon, or do I want to include the beach? See, including the beach gives me more shades of blue. See, that is more sky than sea. And the second you put something low down, you're covering up the sea and it's just a sky wall then, which is not what I'm going... I could just use that. So I think we're going to use that unless something else could be good. See, that could work too. You see the sea on that one. And you don't have to then put something up against your wall to create a ledge or a barrier so you don't fall off. So you're basically getting the ocean horizon wall, but with a barrier already in place. I may do this. Okay, so if we do that, what wall do I want otherwise to go with that? Because it's going to be an exterior wall. It kind of looks like decking, doesn't it? That doesn't match up. That kind of lines up, but it is a bit dark. No. Neither of those match. Again, it kind of lines up, but it's a bit too yellow for me. No. No. Nah, that's very interior, isn't it? The wood doesn't match. The rickety is not right. That could maybe be okay. Maybe. See, the way that across the bottom of the sea, that thing, it looks like the log cabin wall, doesn't it? But I guarantee if I use that, the colour of the wood is... Yeah, the colour of the wood is so wrong. The colour of the wood is so wrong. I wish you could have that without it being that dark. Straw. Straw could be okay. Straw could be okay. That looks very exterior, but also in keeping with sunny, open air, beachy, nice. Okay. Straw is winning it at the moment. I'm just having another look. I mean, maybe. Maybe? I think just doing the rotation, I've talked myself out of it. Just doing that rotation, I've talked myself out of it. Okay. So we're going back to the straw, yeah? Too much yellow, too much dark, way too much dark. Still too dark. Nah. Okay. So We've got decking to consider now. We could do a match. My bedroom decking in the basement is this. So maybe if we do a match and do that. I don't think so. I don't feel like I like that. Should I put grass down and then put that tatty rug over it so that the grass shows through? That could be an idea. Yeah, the coins go all the way out to the edge, so that's difficult to cover up. That matches that wood colour perfectly. So do I do that? I'm thinking quietly, I'm aware. I'm thinking quietly, but I'm thinking. Do I put down a grass and then put the rug over it? Or do I... Let's bring the rug out and see. The rug that I'm thinking of is this thing. Okay, so I'm thinking of that. Daisy. Or that. What else do we have in rugs? We have better decking. That one definitely doesn't match. They don't really match, do they? So none of this is going to match. That one looks more like decking. So switch it, maybe? These go up. And this is at the entrance. So the more tatty stuff is right on the edge. This stuff is here. Possibly. Okay. Do I want... I'm just having one last look before I leave. Okay, do I want to put in partition walls or pillars? I don't know that I do, but let's bring them up to have a look. Do we want to do that? Or do I just want to have it open? Do I want to do that? Definitely don't want to do that. Do I want to do that? So there's that. What we could maybe do, as we're doing, it's a roof terrace on my house, we can possibly make it a little bit shoddy because we're using that wrecked mat, which would mean I could use one of them, although the corrugated iron isn't really what we're going for, is it? No. So not that. But I am thinking of maybe lining at least the front with something. What am I thinking? We got all sorts of partitions. We got these things. That would be a not there but maybe there thing. And maybe not green. I think that gets... Does it get too lost, or are we all right? I think the dark one is probably what we want to do. Okay. So in the narrow space I've left there for each decking, we can do that. That goes with the wall. It goes with our entryway deck. And speaking of, seeing as I've made that decision, that is the lightest wood, yeah? That's the lightest one. Okay, so we'll keep that one. Sorry, I just needed to crack my knuckles. So we need something on either side here. Where our mat has ended. And this is where other things come in that we might be able to use. Lighter brown. That does go. Okay, that does go. Do we want it front? And then something behind, or something and then that behind? I don't think brick's gonna look right. I mean, we've got none of that is like brickwork, but it is still stonework. Yeah, that goes flat against the wall and that doesn't. So that's definitely not going to be there. That's definitely not what we're using. These are here. These are here. But these are here. Lighter. I'd say yes. Okay, I still got to come up with something that will fit on the side there. Gazebo or pergola. So that is the lightest wood. It's a very red one. That's the lightest colour wood. No. Okay. Way too much, which means that's going to be way too much as well. I'm not sure what I'm thinking of. We could put these. We could put one of these. And if we switch them, yeah. And then maybe stick something on the wall down here that might give the look of covering up that bit of nothing that's happening on the floor. Is there anything that sticks out a lot? I mean, I know gyroids stick out, but I don't want gyroids. The only good gyroid is the gyroid you put behind a fireplace, so it looks like it's burning. I don't know if there's any wall-mounted stuff that really... I mean, that does, but it does... I'm looking for like that will stick out and look like it's covering the floor space a bit. Everything's pretty flat. That... Or the towels. The towels might be what we need. Yeah, that's not really looking like it's covering the floor. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work either, but let's try it. That's not bad though. So maybe put a bath mat under it and that will work. Maybe a bath mat under it will help us. Or the green, that. Green bamboo mat. Probably not the green. That could be it. That could be it. There's a darker one, but it's got like rubber around the edge, hasn't it? I really think that's too dark. Yeah. That's going to be way too dark. do I want to switch this? Where did it go? It popped itself somewhere. It popped itself somewhere. Yeah, we're going to do that instead. So we're going to keep those bath towels on the wall because that works. And that kind of is in keeping with this. It's kind of in keeping with our wall. The colour's not too far off. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to have this here. That there, some towels. We've got this dude. In blue, definitely not. And I don't know that I want yellow. No. Not leaves. Yellow leaves just screams autumn, and we all know that I don't like autumn very much. Yellow flowers would be a different matter. We can definitely bring this out. Okay. We can definitely bring this out. Is this looking good? Is this looking okay? Okay. Doing a nice little roof terrace for myself. Okay. So do I want to do that on that side as well? Or is there anything that we can put on this side? Flower bed, maybe. The evergreen ash, maybe. The pine tree, maybe. I feel like it comes out too much on there. Which means that's going to do it as well. That's going to come out too much as well. Unless wood base. Put it on the deck. Okay, that's winning me over. Dark brown. It's too dark. And that's brick. And we can't do that there. something outdoorsy that will take that space up. My washing machine starts making some noise. And we can't do water because we've got that on that side. I could be keeping bees. Oh my god. I could be keeping bees on my roof and I can polish with the bee effect and actually have bees. Okay. Natural white, red, blue, yellow. Because that gives us two different shades that match the different shades we've got here. Okay. So that one's that way around. This is annoying. But we can put something in that corner. I did think about the tiki torch, but that's not going to take up very much space, is it? That? Make one of them? Oh, they don't customize that. You can only have them in green. Okay. Do you know what? I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. And we'll stick a fan on the wall to blow our tree around to make it look like we're outside. There it is. Brown, probably. We'll do what we want most. Right behind our tree, right in the corner here. So our tree gets some movement to it. I was just looking, does it get... I don't think it reaches our bulbs. It's definitely blowing around our tree, which is what we wanted. It doesn't reach the bulbs. Okay. Shall we do a second one? I don't know if the colour matters if I'm hiding it behind here. But if I hide it behind here, I can see it still. Okay. Doesn't move the bulbs enough for me to care. Okay, so we'll do that one. If I face it that way, does it still catch those plants, or does it need to be on the ceiling? Yeah, it needs to be on the ceiling to really get those plants. Okay. So my plants hanging on the wall are going to bob around. Well, the first one is. The second one doesn't give a crap. My foreground plants are going to move. This moves anyway. Okay. What else am I thinking? I don't think this will fit. No, that would have been a cool thing to squeeze in that space, but otherwise it's not going to work. Okay. So zoom all the way back to the top. I hope Tasha likes this, because I'm making it for myself. I'm making it for myself, darling. I'm sorry. Benches. We don't have deck chairs, do we? No, we've got folding chairs. And director's chairs, but they don't make deck chairs. We can use these. The vine chairs. I always like the vine chairs. And it's definitely an outdoor chair. Place one just while I'm looking. See, we've got benches. I don't believe that customizes into any colour that I like. Otherwise, I like the first one, but that doesn't go with what we're doing, and I don't like any of the other customizations for that. Swinging bench, no. It's too similar to what I gave Robert, and I don't want to just do Robert's upstairs terrace on my house as well. Okay. Don't need beds or anything like that. Any of this? I don't know why. I feel like I kind of want to keep this quite open. I don't want to crowd it. I could crowd it, but I'm just not liking that idea at the moment. We could do a palm tree lamp. We could do a palm tree lamp. There you go. That's something to put. That's something to put. Jukebox or speaker? Bamboo speaker. Keeping in mind, I did just order the little one as well. So we've got that. But because I'm not crowding anything, we have room for something big. We have room for a jukebox. We have room for a karaoke system. And you can choose what it is. I don't like how clicky it is. Yeah, not happy about that one either. That's the theme tune to Sex and the City. No. It's that one at the moment. Yeah. Maybe a karaoke machine then. Maybe the karaoke machine is a good way around that. Karaoke in the yuzu tub. So that, do I want, I think I do. Yeah, we're leaving it as is. We're leaving it like that. Right, now we think about our ceiling. Ceiling items, baby. What are we doing? This is where I got my seagulls. I definitely have 2 seagull mobiles. Because I got one the other day and I already had one in storage. So I have 2 of these already. So one just in front, one just off and behind. Shall I push it a little bit more behind? I don't know that the perspective makes a difference, does it? Okay, we'll do that. Just out of interest, do I want them to be both seagulls? I think I do want them to be both seagulls. Yeah, we're gonna keep them. We're gonna keep them seagulls. Okay. So there we go. Gonna have a couple of seagulls flying by. Do I want... I really don't. They answered my question. I really don't. Okay. Yeah, we're not having any hanging lights because we're supposed to. It's supposed to be the open air. Okay. I think we're good. I think I'm keeping it pretty simple. Oh, let's put something on the wall over here. We have nothing on the wall over here. And you know what I could do? We could mermaid wall clock there. Don't know if I've got one, but that's something that we could do. So over here, do I want any of that? Shall I just... Okay, because we're doubled here, let's just have that one and put this one over here. Yeah? Are we good like that? Is that going to work for me? I think it will. Yeah, we don't need that to be dragging along the roof. Does anything work for that? Does anything work for that? That we can make it look like it's sitting on the roof? Or isn't there anything... I mean, that... Not on the roof, but like on the edge there. That's what I'm thinking. Right on the edge. I'm not opposed to that. Hotel pennant can definitely... No. Hotel pennant can definitely be something we've got on our wall. Anything that can appear to be sitting on the roof. I mean, I know these could, but we don't want that really, do we? Can I position that so it looks like it's on the roof? No, it doesn't sit right. I mean, that does sit right, but why would I have a bookshelf here? It just doesn't look... It's not in keeping with everything else I've done. Maybe a row of bottles. Maybe a row of bottles could look right. They don't sit level. That might. Okay, the little cupboards could. We ever have to have them really IKEA-like or very dark? Although that does match the roof better. But that doesn't really serve a purpose. Yeah, it doesn't really serve a purpose. It's not making a... I kind of want something that drapes down, like the plant that I had there. Something that drapes down over it. I mean, would that look nice? I mean, in theory, you've got like a little thing hanging down inside. That could be something to see if I've got it at home. If I don't have it at home, I am not going to get one just for the sake of this crap. But that could be a thing. I mean... it kind of... It looks like that maybe could work. That actually does work. Okay. That does work. Do I want... We can only have one. Okay, so if we can only have one, then we'll have it be that colour. Because it kind of does look like they're falling down onto the roof. Okay, we'll do that. I can deal with the red more than I can deal with the yellow. Because there are summer plants that get very vibrant red leaves. Most yellow leaves are nice leaves that died and then it's autumn. Okay, so we'll do that. I don't... Let's do it and then I can say no, I don't like it. So it could work. It could work. And the other one? Very much doesn't. But that could work. If I have a spare one in white, maybe. I'll leave, you know what, I'll even leave it up. I'll even leave it up. Maybe right in the middle. A stool or a coffee table, a tiny coffee table. Outdoorsy looking stool or coffee table. Outdoorsy looking stool or coffee table. The vintage stool I've used before as an outside stool, and I do like it. I mean, we could do that. The rattan table can look good outside. Small cafe table. Yeah, it's silver base or black base. Don't know that either of those work for me. The folding table I don't like. Natural square. Yeah. The metal legs are taking me out. Again, I'm not sure I like the metal work on it. This is not an outdoorsy table, but it's giving a much better look. I do like the look of it, but it does look very indoor. It looks very indoor. So, plastic one. It's really plastic. Iron one. I don't like it. Not with those chairs. It looks really out of place. I think we're gonna have to go with the rattan. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna work. Now let's try reddish brown. Reddish brown might be it. Reddish brown might be it. Let's try it with the default. It matches the wood of... Ah, there we go. So we're going to do rattan. We're going to have a rattan coffee table between these two. I will not be able to sit on that chair. I can do that and be able to sit on that chair. We will do that. And then I just got to put something on there, which I think I will want to use one of my glass pitchers with glass, water, iced tea, green tea, orange juice. Orange juice? See, if I put a tea, that's gonna merge in with the colour of the table, so I do need a contrast. Green tea, or the water. That's gonna be lost with the background. Okay. We can pretend that's Coca-Cola. Yeah, we're doing green tea. Okay. So we'll have green tea on our table. So my natural light is this half light. Dark is cool, but we're not having that. I do not like the golden light. So are we going to go full white light or half light? I think I'm going full white light. Okay. So all that's needed now is for me and me aviators to give us some bees. I've got a huge bee. Does this just make one huge bee, or does it give me multiple little bees? The bees don't move like bees. They move like butterflies. This is the frustrating thing about it. Yeah, I need to make them as little as possible, I think. Keep them small. But there's my bees. There's my bees on my beehive. I might see if I can find a smaller bee design. Does anything... I don't know that anything else will work. No. No, we'll just have our bees like that. We got some bees. I probably do have a honey pot as well. I can easily make it. I think it's just clay. And I have way too much clay. Where's my honey pot? Sorry, I've got an itch. There we go. I had an itch! Did I go past it just now? No. Now we're on our models. There it is. Honey pot. Honey pot, baby. I don't know that I've got anything honey coloured. But can I get my honey to drip? I mean, I've got cheese. I can make it drip cheese. No, it's square. It drips squares of cheese. That is terrible. Okay. Can I make it drip bees? Maybe if I make it drip footprints, sand footprints, maybe that would work. No, that's terrible. So I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. But I think our only other option now is going to be that. It's as close as we're going to get, and they're kind of falling out of nowhere. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, it was an idea. It was an idea. That was bad. And we're not going to do it. Okay. So this is what I've come up with. Kind of, that music is now kind of sounding like elevator music, isn't it? It's now kind of sounding like elevator music. Check me out. This is gonna be my loft. Just so it's not a Christmas room and it's not an empty room. We're gonna have something there. Okay. That's what we're gonna have. I'll take a picture of it for my own reference. Yeah, what's afoot? I'm done. You're finished. This will be a nice room and a memorable one for a guest, no doubt. Where's she gonna sleep? Not my problem. She can go to her other room that she just left. She can have 2 rooms now. Best be showing our guests to their room. It's my room. This is going to be my upstairs room. What do you think? This is going to be my loft. You get to live in it overnight. Okay, so you've seen me plan it out. And now if I need to accumulate the items, craft them, customize them, you don't have to watch any of that. You've seen the plan. I will enact the plan. And next time you see me, I will not be dressed in all the merch from Dodo Airlines. Okay. Oh! See, this is what I suspected it was going to be like when I came out of my front door and it looked all nice. But now look at the state of it. Oh my word. This is ominous. Wasted my time watering those plants, didn't I? It's going to chuck it down. I'm going to sit under an umbrella. I'm going to sit under an umbrella. Wait for the rain. It's so dark. Well, you got to say hello to Rogue. I planned out what my loft in my house is going to be. The quick way around, where you don't have to watch me search for each item, see if I have it, get it, acquire it, customize it, build, whatever. It will be done, and that's how we're going to do it. It's not great, but it is okay for now. Rather than have an empty room, rather than have it continue to be a Christmas room, that's going to be fine. So that's how we're leaving it. Okay, I'll see you next time. Have a lovely whatever day of the week it is, whatever time of the day it is. There's Gus. He's having a pellet. We should all eat too. Let's do that. Bye-bye.